Alrighty everybody, hope you're all doing well, and I am back with more Dokkan Battle. So, this may be a surprise to some of you, LR Full Power Frieza. How did you get him, Zante? I didn't see a summon video. Well, let's just say if I had to sum it up in one word, tilt. No other explanation, just tilt. I don't want to go any further. But I also love you guys, so of course, I had to try and pull him again. I wanted to make the content for all of you who support me so much. So, here we go. LR Full Power Frieza. Here's the 55% showcase. Let's see just how good he is. So, let's take a look. Now, he is at 55%, but he does have a little bit of crit once again because I did put a crit skill orb on him, as well as plus 500 attack. And you put the crit skill orb on him if you're going to put a skill orb on him because he does have those additionals in his passive, much like the LR Namek Super Saiyan Goku, where in slot 1, if he is attacked first, well, not just slot 1, but if he does receive an attack first before he attacks, he'll do a guaranteed additional attack, and he has a 30% chance to do an additional super attack in slot 2 or 3 of the rotation, so go for a little bit of the gusto with that crit. He is at full level 1 links because I just pulled them, so we're not looking at like link level 10 kind of juiced up. We're not fully juiced out just yet. This isn't Frieza's final form. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, we are running a Sworn Enemies / Planet Namek Saga category team, which is pretty juiced out, I must say. I am only really missing the Transforming Frieza, which, spoilers, I actually did pull, so we'll probably see him in the future. But starting off, turn 1, defense of 138,000. Very, very good turn 1 defense at 55%. He is linked up with this free-to-play Frieza Easy Aid, who is an incredible unit in itself, and he shares, I believe, 5 links. Yes, they share 5 links. Sadly, we don't have Big Bad Bosses activated, but it wouldn't really matter because Big Bad Bosses at level 1 doesn't activate unless you're below 80% health, I believe, or something along those lines. But we are up against the Goku enemy, so we're going to be hitting the Mega Juice here, honestly. Our full passive is active, so let's just go over Frieza. Now, he is very, very, very similar to Goku. 4.64 million turn 1. Oh, the juice! He's cracked. He's an absolute pharaoh, dynamic berserker warlord. Like, he's the emperor's son. This is the monkey destroyer. Absolute disgusting. This is also going to be sort of a speed run. We are in the OG Legendary Goku event, and he's going to absolutely tear it up, as I would like to say. It's absolutely over for Goku here. But talking about his passive and himself as a unit, he has pretty much most similarities with that new LR Namek Super Saiyan Goku. A few things are just swapped, basically. So he raises attack on his 12 key super and raises defense on his 18 key super. Basically the inverse of Goku, who raises attack on 18 key super and raises defense on his 12 key super. He does mega colossal damage on his 12 key super as well as his 18 key super, so that's why the damage is just so incredible no matter what you do. Now his passive is also very similar. Ki +2, attack and defense plus 100%, launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack. Medium chance of launching an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% for 6 turns from the start of turn. Attack plus 50% starting from the 7th turn. Ki +1 at the start of each turn up to +3, plus an additional attack plus 50% when there is a superclass enemy. Performs a critical hit, guaranteed, when there is an enemy whose name includes Goku, Youth, Captain Ginyu, Jr., etc. excluded. Excuse me, that was a mouthful. So, yes, the man is absolutely cracked. Especially in the Legendary Goku events. He will absolutely tear through this thing. Honestly, I might jump into this thing again after we showcase this, sort of, just to see how fast we can finish the Legendary Goku event in this video. But he's an absolute monster. And we aren't even seeing him just yet at that, like, pinnacle of what I can do on this team for him. He's just a monster, and, you know, a lot of people say that he's the best unit in the game, including better than the Super Saiyan Goku. Now, my opinion hasn't changed. I still think that Goku is better. However, it is solely, or basically because of his 12 key raising defense, which means he's a better floater unit. And because he is just going to have better longevity, he's going to age better than Frieza. Once again, because I think that his categories and everything else about him will be buffed more often with the addition of stronger and stronger Super Saiyan units, which will come more and more often. But Frieza himself is stronger in the fact that his passive is going to be active way more often, and his passive skill will be activated way more often. Did I say passive twice? I mean his active and his passive. So his active skill greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, can only be activated when facing one enemy who is superclass and HP is 30% or less. So, of course, there are more superclass enemies, and there are more superclass enemies when it comes to difficult events, like Legendary Goku event, GT Legendary Goku event, Legendary Vegeta event. This Frieza can carry you through all three of them with absolute little effort. So, yeah, it's looking great. And there are a ton of Gokus in the game. Think about just the sheer amount of Goku Dokkan events. Like, they're always releasing new Gokus. He's an absolute beast. So, we're going to see the 18 key super here. And that is with, I believe, it has to be at least 4 links active. I can't check now, but 5.58 million. This is off of the friend leader, by the way, who may be a little bit higher in the link levels, but is at 55%. I did not take a, rainbow friend leader or anything, so there you go. He raised defense on that 5.5 million attack stat 18 key super as well. Once again, one-turning the stage for Goku, or the phase of Goku. Now we are on absolute cracked town. We are on a new level of juice. This in Frieza is like the best friend of this new LR Frieza. This third form Frieza is an incredible unit in itself for being a banner unit, but also has sworn enemies key +3 and attack and defense +40%. And he's sharing, I believe, 5 links with this Frieza. Like, it's an he's gonna share Big Bad Bosses if Big Bad Bosses was active. So, it's absolutely crazy. Sadly, again, my full link level 10 is not here, so we're gonna need to get that up. We'll definitely showcase this team when we are at full link level 10, because this combo right here is the nightmare for pretty much this entire game. I guarantee you we one-shot this Goku here, honestly, because it's, even with type disadvantage, it's over. This Goku is done. 6 million attack stat, raising defense. He's an absolute, like, he's shredding. It's the meat grinder right now. Oh, we did not one-turn it. Oh, well, I'm a big fat liar, but still, we shouldn't even take that much damage. Oh, well, okay. Alright, prove me wrong everywhere, but boom, 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 finger guns, boom, 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 boom. Oh, he's a beast as well. God, I love this third form Frieza. Absolute monster of a banner unit. He's crazy. Everything about this is just crazy. Now, he does improve a ton with Link level 10. Mainly, again, because of Big Bad Bosses. Big Bad Bosses at Link level 10 just gives you a 25% attack and defense boost with no sort of restriction. Level 1, it gives attack and defense plus 25% when HP is 80% or less. So, yeah, it's a pretty difficult sort of grind to endure, getting this, Frieza or any unit with Big Bad Bosses as a link to full link level 10. But on Frieza, it is so worth it. It's a night and day difference to get to link level 10, honestly. But the effort is just, it's going to take a while. But with that upcoming like Link level, like Guru sort of event that's going to be going on, hopefully it will make things a lot easier. So we are closing in on the end stages, honestly. I can imagine we're going to just sweep through this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is one turn. As you can see, Goku's going to attack first. So this is Owarida. It's over. You're done. Erased. Thanos. Dusted. Gone. Like, yeah, this Goku's done. I really want to see him in the final two stages, though, because honestly, if the Goku doesn't dodge Frieza's super attacks in UI and MUI, it's just over. And as I said in my Goku video against the GT Legendary Goku events, Frieza would absolutely dominate it, even though he is at a type disadvantage in that event. The fear, or the sheer damage, rather, that he is outputting in the GT Legendary Goku event, you could probably clear it in under 8 minutes. I guarantee you could, especially if you had more dupes in your Frieza, and he was Link level 10, yeah, no problem. This Frieza is so strong. I definitely think this Frieza is better than MUI, and I also think that Super Saiyan Goku is better than MUI. Just off of the sheer damage they're outputting, and on top of that, their defense is being, you know, pretty good after a few super attacks, at 55% nonetheless. I mean, 70% chance to dodge is great. It's very, very reliable. It's very, very good. However, this is just different. It's just different. That's all I could really say. We're a little bit low on health here, interestingly, but we should be able to heal up here. Actually, let's play the active skill here, since it does have to be on enemies that are 30% or less HP. This will be a good chance just to sort of pop it and just see how it is. Of course, it's on my friend Frieza, but yeah, let's just take a look at his active skill.
That is why, you horrible! You must die!
Alright, so that was his active skill. You must die by my hand! I can't believe I almost messed that up and said, "You fool!" And shit, I'm still salty about that Goku, but, I mean, it's very cool. Now, I think that his active skills, or his end screen, his wind screen with the active skills inferior. The Goku having his hair blowing in the wind, something about that just hits differently. If they made even like dust flying in, like across Frieza's face or something like that, it would have made it cool, but just being a static kind of windscreen is a little disappointing. Anyways, though, here we have type advantage. If this Goku, I mean, we're not going to get attacked here in the first slot, so maybe we should have put him in the middle slot, since then he would have a 30% chance to do an additional super. 6.22 million, 55%, Link level 1 full. I can't. It's so strong. It's so strong. I mean, there's not much else that there is to say. He's basically Goku, but in terms of his passive skill being less restrictive, quote unquote, because there are just more superclass enemies, more Gokus in the game than there are Friezas. I mean, you're gonna get that guaranteed crit a whole lot more often. You're going to get his active skill more often, and, you know, he's dishing out damage like it's no tomorrow. He definitely hits harder than Goku, but Goku is probably more tankier in my, at least I think he is more tankier, because when you get those double super attacks, you're raising defense twice. When you think about it, Frieza, if you want to stack his defense, you can only stack Frieza's defense once per turn with his 18 key super. You can't get a defense raise off of his 12 key super. So in that regard, he is inferior, right? So That's just a slight negative to him, honestly. I wouldn't say it's that big of a deal. That he doesn't raise defense on his 12 key super, but I definitely believe that it makes him an inferior floater unit and slot 2 unit in comparison to Goku. Because raising your attack really isn't the biggest deal in the world to do. You know, like, you build up your attack so he, you know, attacks harder and harder and harder, but defense is usually more important, especially in the beginning of events like Extreme Super Battle Road, GT Legendary Goku event, God events, things like that, where you really, really want defense as fast as you can so you can start tanking and then take advantage of the damage. That's why I think Goku is just better in that regard. 18 key supers building up attack, 12 key supers building up defense, I think is just the superior sort of road. So, if I wasn't talking, we'd probably be here in less than 10 minutes easily. But we are on the final phase already, and Frieza is going to go have a field day with Mastered Ultra Instinct. 5.59 million with his 18 key super. Another defense raise. Big Chungus damage. I mean, he does have a lot of health MUI, so it did just take 1 health bar off, but it's pretty good, and you gotta hope that he doesn't dodge. That would really sort of make this thing go by so fast. This third form Frieza 2 is so good. Honestly, he might deserve a video of just himself. Like, he's just so good for a banner unit. Like, so good, especially for this team. Sworn enemies, giving them 40% attack and defense and ki? That's really good. This Frieza's gonna get hurt quite a bit here. Yep. He doesn't. I don't know if that Frieza's fully built up yet, but I don't think his defense at 55% is good enough to actually tank too well. But again, like, what can you do? He's just a banner unit. Now, we can probably finish this next turn if this Frieza here does not dodge or get dodged. We could probably finish it with an active skill, honestly. But there's not much more to say. Frieza at 55% is fantastic. Once again, one of those units that can almost do everything. He doesn't have dodge because he's not an int-type unit. The only reason why Goku can do everything is because he's an int-type unit with 5 dodge by default. I mean, unless you want to give this Frieza dodge, which I don't think he should ever. I mean, some people like giving 3 dodge in every unit. I'm not one of those people. Frieza here benefits greatly from crit. So, maybe you want to put a little bit more additional on him because he'll crit more often, but still, going crit on Frieza is definitely the way to go in my opinion. But, yeah, he's just a monster. Critting, additionals, fat damage. He's so strong. He stacks so strong. Definitely worthy of being a top 2 LR. And honestly, after using him, I enjoy him way more than I thought I would. We're going to finish this off with an active skill here. So, let me know what you guys think of Frieza. Do you think Frieza is better than Goku? Let me know in the comment section. But, that's going to be it for Frieza here. We're just going to finish it off with an active skill. I think this should finish him. If not, we're going to finish him with that super attack. Yeah, it finished him. Anyways, guys, with that KO screen, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.